All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming, and we have some absentee ballots, and I'm told that between your physical presence and the absentee ballots, we have a quorum. This will be an official meeting. All right, first things first, how about the approval of last general membership meeting minutes? Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes, to read them?
Second.
Well, wait a minute, is everybody,
Maybe it's reading.
you still reading? Has everybody read them, or are we ready to vote? I mean, I'm ready. Ready to move right along.
Ice.
Ice would attack you? Not that ice. Not that ice.
The frozen one.
Frozen.
I'll approve.
Well, wait, I was just looking around the room, it looks like some folks are still reading.
Sure their heads aren't down here.
Well, yes, some may be taking a quick nap.
I see my minutes are full.
No.
They were
It's
fantastic.
just that it's early Saturday
It perked me
morning,
up.
I may have been up Friday night. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
So, yeah.
Oh,
Jen?
is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Very good. Thank you very much. Then next on the agenda is the president's remarks. I'll tell you, it's a drum I've been beating ferociously for a while, but costs are really going up. And I know that the fees have gone up, and some people are ready to probably hang us in effigy or in real life. And, but there's no way out of it. And as you now notice going to the gas stations, it's gone up almost $1 in the last few weeks. And that's not going to come down in the very near future. So, we just have to live with increased costs. That's just something. Well, yeah, a lot of storms, and this year we had snow removal that we haven't had in the last couple of years, and so, it's a snowball effect. The other thing that's happening, and I sort of reluctantly bring this up because it's sort of a lack of respect for neighbors, but some folks are burning trash on their property. And it seems to happen maybe once a quarter or something. And we get calls and we get complaints. If you see somebody burning trash, please call the county. It is illegal, and some folks are burning leftover materials from house renovation projects or construction material. Some of it is toxic. Please, I know nobody likes to call the cops on anybody, but please, it's the only way it's going to stop. Calling us does nothing, because you call us, by the time we find out, Rhea calls the cops, we call the cops anyway, or the county, and it's too late. You see it happening, please, call the county, call somebody in authority, because some of it can be toxic. Anyway, that's really, you see that, now that I've sort of taken the community collectively behind the wood pile, I really don't have much else to say, except the weather's getting nice finally. Kids are gonna be playing, I don't have to tell anybody in this room, I've all heard you sing the song before. Please drive carefully, watch out for kids. Don't hit anybody, it's the last thing we want to see happen. All right, enough of my babbling. Instead of committee reports, why don't we just go right down the table and see if there are comments by anybody. Alan?
I just want to bring to everyone's attention, April 18th will be the Osprey Fest at North Beach. It's a very neat event. If anybody's interested, I brought some flyers and I'll leave them out there. So when you're leaving, please grab them. It's April 18th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Osprey Fest in North Beach. Thank you, son.
Adrian?
Nothing for me, Tony.
Susan?
No comments.
Bonnie?
Nothing from me. I won't be looking at the Phragmites group until late June.
Did you scare them away that much last year, or what happened? I read the thing about that they went away. Or
What, the Phragmites?
Yeah.
We didn't need to have treatment last year. We do it every year, and you get rid of a certain amount of it, but you don't ever really get rid of all of it, so you have to keep chipping it away. But we didn't have enough to make it worthwhile to have a invasive species expert come down and see it.
I guess that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a
Saves
good
us some money.
And some people do like it, believe it or not, it's on their property, they like it, they think it's ornamental. We had one resident who once upon a time liked it because he used to go into the weeds to smoke. Nobody can see the smoke in the weeds. All right. I'm not mentioning any names.
If any of you are unfamiliar with it, we can send you information. It is attractive, but it's invasive.
And
There's
it
something on the
doesn't-
website about it as well, a
Yeah.
blurb about
Yeah.
Phragmites.
And it eats into the wetlands.
And it-
The state of Maryland wants it gone.
And it does not hold your soil in place, and believe it or not, once you clear it out, it's amazing. I had a bunch of it off to the side of our house, cleared it out, within 3 months, had dune grass growing across the front of the house. And it's just amazing how that stuff kills other stuff. Well, that's why they call it an invasive species.
No request on the top.
I'm not invasive, but, budget-wise was approved to roll, as you know, you all know, we had heavy snow bills, but got her, we paid her, and we're going forward. Or she paid her.
Well, while he's got the floor, it's a good time if you had any questions on the balance sheets or whatever, take a look at them, or we can come back to them and drill them about that. He does well under electric shock.
Just been posting a lot of payments that are coming in this time of year, which is a good thing. I did have one woman come in a bit of a panic because her check hadn't cleared yet. And as I always explain, I get stacks of these the first couple of weeks, and just can't do it yet. So, but they're being done, and I'm through the bulk of it. Other than that, property sales seem to be increasing. I guess with springtime, warmer weather coming, sales. That's about it.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a comment about the Osprey. Those of us that kayak a lot noticed a dramatic decrease in the number of nets that were populated last year. And it's not around here, but it's all up and down on this end of the Hudson. Has there been any comment or feedback to people that look after Osprey? Theory is the massive increase in the harvesting of alewives is the cause, but it's pretty significant. Now, talk to anyone that lives around the creek, they'll tell you half of the osprey nests were unoccupied last year.
At the Osprey Festival, there will be some subject matter experts, DNR, and people of that nature. And the people that are observe the same thing, whether it's the Menhaden or other reasons I'm not particularly qualified to answer. There will be people there that you could inquire that about. Personally, I observe the same thing, and I hang out with some people that have a lot of interest in it. So we do see the same thing, but it'd be a good place to go to speak to someone that's an expert in it.
Mine showed up yesterday, so it's probably a female waiting for the male to come in.
Same thing here.
And,
16th, yeah.
And we were watching a couple of platforms, and I've seen two or three, one right off of Surf Street, and then there was one near the lake, but he or she didn't seem to stay.
Yeah, I'm on Harbor Drive there. I'm calling it Walters Point.
Oh, is it?
But anyway, yeah, it's right next to my pier down there. In fact, I was trying to clean off all the goose and you know what on the deck, and we're going to have to take a little bit of a delay on that, waiting to see what they do. But I'm going to start looking at the other platforms too that I can see. I'll give you an idea of what I see.
That'll be helpful.
But we had at least one.
Well, and we have two, because we have Harbor, we have Surf.
Yeah, okay, well,
I have one.
There's three.
all right.
Police and code.
So there are a few.
Bree, anything else you would
No, I don't think so.
All right, good. Any specific questions to anybody that has already said something on the table? If not,
Could
we'll
you
get back to you
identify
later.
yourselves?
Pardon?
Could you introduce yourselves? I don't know everybody. Could you
Sometimes that's better.
just introduce yourselves?
Hard at the end, but
I'm Alan Fine. I live at 525 Beach Drive.
I'm Adrian Stanton, I'm on Bay Drive.
I'm Susan Rourke and I'm on Lakeview.
And Bonnie Blaze, I'm on Lake Drive.
Tony Spakowskis, I'm on Lake Drive.
John Latham, I'm on Iroquois.
Mike Chaconas, Bay Drive.
Maria Webster, Wildwood. I do thank you.
St. Mary's. We
An
did her-
interloper.
What's that?
An interloper.
yeah,
Indeed.
we get her a special passport.
Come
so-
in, everybody. Yeah, we let her in.
I appreciate it.
Unfinished business. I am not aware of any unfinished business. Does anybody have anything they want to remind me of? Oh, thank God. Moving right along to new business. One thing that we do have to do, and this meeting is important for that because we couldn't do it at the last meeting, is a presentation of slate of candidates. People have to run for the board. That's sort of how we help run the community, keep moving forward a little bit, schedule these meetings that you all find so endearing and love to attend. Who is our slate? We don't have a chairman of the,
Kurt Larson wasn't able to do it, and
Okay.
he's not here today either.
so you want to present?
I have the slate of candidates, and these are people that are on the board now, and nicely, they have agreed to run again. Ellen Fine at the end, John Latham right here, Jenny Rice, who's not here today, she's kind of under the weather, and Mike Chaconas,
59155.
59155.
Your sports
Birthday?
fan
Is that your birthday?
I was calling in, so I guess if
Okay.
they tell you your rate tonight.
I know nothing, okay, so that's the slate of candidates.
Can you
Yes.
explain how these spots rotate?
So ordinarily, there are 3 open seats, and 3 candidates are either going off, or 3 board members are going off the board, or maybe they've agreed to run again. This year we have 4, because our good friend and board member Jack Andre had a very unfortunate accident, I guess you would call it, and Mike Jackonis was appointed to replace him. And Mike is actually an accountant, retired accountant, so his knowledge as treasurer is very good.
And I worked with Jack.
And
We've
he's,
lost
and he's
the
worked
ability
with
to
Jack.
add.
A couple of years I've known Jack and worked in this field, as well as a
Yeah, he's
few
been
other
on
people
the
here.
finance committee with others, yeah. So we have 4 candidates and 4 open slots. And unless there are, because Tony will ask for nominations from the floor, and if there are no nominations from the floor, a motion will be made to accept the slate by acclamation. A vote here. If somebody does wish to be nominated, feel free to do that if you want to run for the board, and then we'll do a mail ballot. So that's basically how it works.
And people have asked in the past, how come we do this acclamation and stuff instead of just sending out ballots? Well, believe it or not, we save about $400 or $500. And while it doesn't sound like a lot to some people, our financial situation is such that $400 or $500 is money. Does anybody want to nominate someone from the floor, or does anyone on the floor wish to nominate themselves to run for the board? The response is
So
As there are no new candidates, and we have 4 candidates and 4 slots, can we have an acclamation?
I will nominate that we accept the slate as is.
Is there a second to the motion? And all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Look at that, even the people on the
And-
slate didn't vote.
just as a technicality, all of the absentee ballots also voted to accept the slate and then accept the motion by acclamation.
Well, to vote against it would be
What's that?
somehow
Unanimous,
useful
unanimous.
mentally infirm.
Yeah, then you find somebody else to do it.
It's such a popular job.
Right. They told us we get paid, but it's,
That was a lot.
You get
I don't
paid.
know, yeah, waiting.
Beer and crabs.
At your house.
Oh, his.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you do, that's right.
That's right, I got 2 tracks.
I know what you're
Ready.
Well, we have sort of finished our part of the meeting, and now, public comment. What's going on in the community that we should know about? What is it that you would like us to do? Or what do you propose that we do that we'll have to tell you for some reason or other we can't do it? Yes,
Just a
sir.
question, when a neighbor trims trees, do they just throw it in a vacant lot?
No.
Even if it's theirs?
Oh, if it's theirs?
Yeah.
We don't have any ability, to my knowledge, to keep them from doing that.
That's right.
It's their property. I think I put in a newsletter somewhat recently to, please don't do it to another vacant lot, that, you know.
But they
But
shouldn't.
if it's their own property.
They shouldn't do it to their own
They
either, because what
They
they're
should.
creating is a fire
Fire
hazard.
hydrant,
Right.
absolutely.
And, but if it's his lot, or, sorry. There you go, see, that's something we can't do.
If this meeting was held in the Bronx, it wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, I know, hey, it's like, somebody parked in front of my house, don't worry, he won't be there tomorrow.
Oh.
Don't worry about it, not a problem. Yes, ma'am.
Back to the burning, it wasn't me. There was someone near me who was burning stuff, and I think that got reported on the Facebook page as burning trash.
It did.
But talking to the neighbors, they were not burning trash, they were burning leaves, and they called the fire marshal and they got approval. So,
This
you
might
know-
be a different one, because the
Okay.
house that I recall being reported on Facebook was a house that's done it before.
okay, well, this was
And
around the
it's
same time,
Very
so.
noxious smell coming from the burn. I don't think it's the one that I'm talking
Okay.
about. And I called zoning enforcement. It's not their job. That's not zoning enforcement. Environmental health is what we call it. for that, or the police department, or the fire department.
But even burning leaves, it's really sort of silly. If the wind puffs up, you got burning leaves flying around.
They apparently got it checked out and was approved. And I think the protocol is to call it in, because that way, if somebody reports
You should
it.
call in the volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
Because I live up in Dunkirk also, and that's what you do. You call Engine 5 and tell them, hey, I'm gonna burn
Yeah.
leaves and branches in the backyard in the fire pit. And they're gonna tell you, you better have a water source there to put it
Yes.
out, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
From the
exactly.
safety standpoint.
Don't be bringing those weeds down here.
And don't be bringing it, don't be starting a
Well-
fire 3 feet away from your ornamental bushes.
Right. And in the summertime, there's usually a burn ban.
Yeah. there's-
I'm just saying, I wonder if is there,
In the
they-
summer, and I
should they be
don't know.
reporting it to the HOA, going, I'm burning, it's approved?
No, they don't need to, call the fire department, let them know. I didn't realize you should do that. But in the summer, I believe maybe starting with Memorial Day, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
there's a burn ban
Yeah, there'll
imposed.
soon be a burn ban.
Because
It's still
it's
not.
too
Yeah,
dry.
there's a
Oh,
burn
yeah,
ban,
of
the
course.
fire
And we had the
department
drought
says,
last
"No,
year."
sorry."
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why there's the
Yeah.
ban. So if you were to see it in the summertime, I'd say, yeah, report it, call the fire department.
Yeah, when it's too
Or
dry.
if you see somebody that's started a fire and they've wandered into their house now, and they're not out there monitoring it with a hose,
Yeah, sure.
call the fire department.
We have a farmer near us now, he's got a huge property, but I see bonfires literally going on his property. He is almost right next to the fire
Right,
department. So, that's what's so comical. Yeah.
Like a fire pit, is a fire pit okay? You had to burn logs in a fire pit, is there anything against that?
Backyard, I
Any-
think so.
Is there a fireman sitting behind me? I have no idea
Yeah, I'm
what
not sure about that either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The fire pit, look, I have one on my patio, I use it in the winter time. But during the summer, when there's a drought, a real burn ban,
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
I don't
sense.
know, I can't tell you. I don't know what the law is.
I think they're worried about embers spreading into dry
Right.
woods, and then you got a real problem.
Yes, yes.
Then
And
you got
especially
his-
with people
Then you
that
got
go-
his neighbor who's
There
putting
you
the
go.
dry branches in his lot, and once that starts, then watch out.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood's in trouble.
Looks like California.
So,
This is a ways out, but I just think it's one of the nicest community service things that the homeowners association does, and that's our cleanup day.
Oh, thank you.
And it's already scheduled for
May 16th.
May 16. Probably most of you know about it, because most of you guys are involved in the newsletter. But I find it really great stuff that we collect that folk can, it can't be, certain things won't go into that. But it's just, I just think it's a wonderful service that we do for the community.
Has anyone ever,
Remind you of it.
has anyone ever considered, there are probably some people in Drum Point that can't get the stuff there. I mean, I've used that and it's a great resource, but then I started thinking, well, I have a truck. I said, I have people like, can you take this there for us? And I just wondered if there's a way, something we'll talk about
Some of
inside.
these pieces of furniture that you want to get rid of and so
But they can't do it themselves
No, no,
maybe.
right.
I'm wondering if, but not this year, I don't think we have time to plan for it, but,
Some not familiar with it.
In the past, we've had a board member, I think John Ewing got something last year, didn't you?
I dropped off something.
Didn't you go get something for somebody?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
so that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if somebody comes up and John's here, or somebody with a truck is working the bins, we've gone to, not me, have gone to pick things up for people, so.
And there are two large bins, and one is for,
Metal recycling, so if you have an old grill, a stove, or a dishwasher, no air conditioning units, no computer parts.
Nothing that has any coolant.
Right.
And I assume chemicals, like the county will do these
Yes.
chemical
Yes,
days,
Nothing like that.
old fertilizers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
nothing like that, no tires,
No tires.
no tree debris,
No
no
building.
building material. And this isn't restrictions set down by us, it's the county rules.
and we pay for one of the bins, and the county,
We pay for a delivery fee for one of the bins of $2.50, plus the weight of the material that's in that bin. And that's like the old furniture or things like that you want to get rid of. The recycling metal, we don't pay for delivery and we don't pay for the weight of that metal because the county recycles it and I guess,
Then
to
we
get
can-
some money from it. So I think it's a, we didn't used to pay for either bin on delivery.
But the county costs
The
have gone
county
up too.
decided to, yeah.
Well, with the county too, I've called them to take away
They
like
will.
washing machines
Yes.
and furniture, they'll take, but there's a limit, I think it's once every quarter.
Oh, is it?
It used to be like once a month, and then they stretched it out.
Okay, yes.
And there's like, I think a limit of 3 pieces at a time.
Right. And there's no charge unless, again, if it's an AC unit or something like
Right.
that, because then they have to pay to
It's
dispose
like
of that.
$10 a piece. or
Is that what
something.
it is?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So call them. I think there's a form you have to submit now to get on the schedule. It might take a few weeks. So sometimes you'll see furniture sitting out at the curb. And you think, what's the matter with you? Well, they're just waiting for Appeal Landfill to come in.
When I was in college, that was my furniture too.
And then when you graduated, I got it after you.
Yes,
It's 20 years later, 20 years after he graduated.
I still have stuff.
Maria, didn't you say Habitat for Humanity is putting out a bin?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I need to call her back.
Is it a bin or what?
No, they would like to have, well, maybe it's a bin, so I'm sorry, guys, I may be. That you can come, they want to put a bin on our little spare lot across the street from my office for people to make those kinds of donations for Habitat. So it wouldn't be, I want to get rid of this and it's not worth anything, here, haul it off to the dump. It's more like, this is lightly used, as they say, and it probably would go to their, I think, that restore in St. Mary's Plaza Shopping Center on Great Mills Road.
Yeah,
It'll go there.
yeah, as a matter of fact, I just moved here from St. Mary's County,
Uh-huh.
and about 2 months ago, I called the Restore Habitat for Humanity in St. Mary's County, and the person there had me send a picture of all the furniture I wanted to donate,
Uh-huh.
and she said, yeah, we'll take it, or no, we won't take it,
Right.
based on the pictures I emailed to her,
Uh-huh.
and they sent a truck out.
Oh, they did?
They sent a truck out right to my house,
Nice.
and me and another guy that was in the truck, we loaded all the furniture that I donated to them, and
Good,
it was really convenient and nice.
good to hear
Really
that.
good thing.
So yeah, that's what they want to do, is come sometime over the course of the next few months. And I'll put an email out, if the timing is right, I'll put it in the newsletter. But I'll put an email out when I know the date.
Right?
They don't just take furniture, they take pictures.
Oh, do
They
they?
do have pictures to recycle.
Okay, okay, good to know. I know Smile will also do that, the thrift shop which supports the food pantry. Will come and get things.
Pictures?
Smile? Oh, yes, they'll
I
take.
give him a picture of me in the next cell.
That would bring top dollar.
Tony, if we go together, the three of us.
There are taste buds.
Gotta have a fire.
You'd probably end up in the bargain bin.
That
I've done a lot of shopping in Dallas. I buy them for the frames and I get rid of the picture.
I brought it on myself.
Yeah, you'll end up in a pile where they say you to take it.
My wife will get in.
Any other item that might even be of marginal interest to anybody? No?
Maybe just one question, since we're new here, how do we join the beach club? Or where do I get information on how to join this nice facility out here?
Hi, I'm Patty. There's a flyer on the counter in the kitchen that talks about the benefits of joining the club and a phone number on how to do that, and we can talk after this.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anything else? Wonderful. Then I guess we're adjourned.
I think we are.
Thank you very much.